Hey guys, it's Marie and welcome back to my channel. I am using this Unity stamp set again today. I recently used this in another video and I absolutely loved the card that I created, so I'm using it again. I'm also thinking about doing something a little bit new and different on my channel. I think we all have stamp sets that we love, but sometimes we see only one video from it, from our favorite designers, and I think we want to see these stamp sets used in different and unique ways. I know I like going back to my favorite stamp sets, and so I think I'm going to try to make several videos featuring one stamp set or maybe one die or different materials and try to show how to use them in different ways. So let me know if you think that's a good idea, if that's something you'd be interested in, because I'm going to try it out on my channel and just see how it goes. Anyway, I am taking this stamp set and today I'm using it on a black cardstock base. Now we don't see black as like a card base very often. I think we like our whites, we like to ink blend, we like to use bright colors. But I think black can be really classy, especially when you pair it with a lot of gold and sparkle, and y'all know that that is right up my alley. I love everything sparkly, especially gold. So I'm going to add a lot of shine to this card today. So what I'm doing is I am just stamping out this big leaf with some VersaMark ink. Now this is a sticky ink, it's clear. As you can see the stamped image, but it's not adding any color, it's just sticky ink. And so I'm going to add some embossing powder over this and then go ahead and emboss. Now I'm using my Gilded Sparkle from Brutus Monroe, and you guys know that this is one of my favorite embossing powders. I've got the Gilded, which is the plain gold, but the Gilded Sparkle kicks it up a notch. It's got that gold shine with some sparkle glitter in it, and I thought how perfect against this black background to have something really shiny and sparkly. So I stamped that leaf out, I'm embossing it now, and then I'm also going to do some more stamping on top. Now what other stamping can you do on a black cardstock base? I thought I would try my Alabaster Pigment ink, and this is also Brutus Monroe. I love this pigment ink. I think I get great results from it. This time I'm using my Misti because with a pigment ink, with any kind of ink really, especially on dark cardstock, you might want to stamp a few times to get a really great impression. Normally with these Unity stamps, there's such a great quality rubber, I don't usually use my Misti, but since I'm using it with this white pigment ink on a black background, I wanted to make sure that I really got a great crisp image. So I'm stamping it out. I kind of find that twice does really good, but 3 seems to be the magic number of stamping when I'm using my Misti. I don't know why. Maybe it's just all in my head that I need to stamp 3 times. So that's pretty much what I did. And I am just stamping it along those leaves. Now it looks a little bit messy right now, but I am going to add another piece of cardstock like I'm doing right here, cut at a diagonal, so you're not going to see the bottom of those leaves. You're just going to see them peeking out behind this piece of cardstock. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same kind of stamping on this piece of cardstock, only I'm going to have it coming down from the top of that angled side, and once I get it all on there, it's going to make a really cool pattern and design on a diagonal on this black cardstock. So it's a little bit different for me, a little bit unusual. The only thing that's really typical for my crafting is there's still a lot of blank space and there's a lot of shine. So you can definitely use your style, but change it up a little bit to make some really different cards. So I'm using some more of that Gilded Sparkle again on these leaves and just tapping off the extra. You can do that with a paintbrush or anything. If you get some of that embossing powder sticking where it's not supposed to go, use a dry brush and just brush off those little pieces and clean up that image. Also, if you use one of those embossing buddy bags like you saw me do, it puts down a little bit of powder, cuts down on that static cling, and you should get a better embossed image. So I'm just lining that up, seeing what it's going to look like, and then I'm going to go ahead and stamp this other big leaf out with some more of that Alabaster white ink, just the same way I did on my other piece of cardstock. These 2 pieces of cardstock are going to be pretty much the same, it's just they're cut on a diagonal and I'm layering them over each other, so that's really what's going to give this card the wow factor, as well as all the sparkle. So I did go ahead and stamped this in my Misti again. again, stamped about 3 times. I find that that's just what works for me. And I'm adding some more gold glitter with using some of this Craft Perfect cardstock. Now this is by Tonic. I believe it's their Welsh gold. I had this in my little scrap bin. It was just really easy to grab, so I grabbed that. And I'm cutting it down to a strip to layer behind this angled piece of cardstock. I just want some of that gold cardstock sticking out behind this angled piece, and I find that it actually kind of defines that line a little bit better. It needed something in between those two designs to kind of separate them. So I went ahead and I glued that down with my ATG, and I'm just snipping off the sides to make it clean, and it can layer right on my cardstock. So before I go ahead and adhere this down, I want to give it a little more sparkle, of course. So I've got my Brutus Monroe liquid elements here. I'm shaking it up. This is just a really shiny gold liquid something. I don't know if it's watercolor, but it does great for adding gold sparkles and gold splatters. And I love using my Brutus Monroe Aqua Pigment brushes for splatters. I don't know why, they just give me really great results every time, so that's what I use for my splatters. And I'm just kind of splattering it on. I want to keep a lot of the splatters along that line, that angled line that's going to be on my card, and they kind of diffuse out, if that makes sense. So I'm just adding a little bit more gold shine, some texture with those splatters, and I think it's going to look really great. You might notice my media mat that I'm using. This is my Brutus Monroe mixed media mat. It's been really beat up. I've had it for a long time, and so what I did is I actually cut it in half. Everyone's gasping now, but don't worry, it's been well loved and it still works perfectly fine. I was just finding it kind of difficult to find somewhere to store it, so I cut it in half, and now I have these 2 pieces that I just store under my cutting mat that I'm working on now. It keeps them flat. I can grab them, slip them out if I need them, put them on top, do my mixed media thing, and then just slip them away after I use them and clean them. So I've been finding that that works really well for me. I'm adding more gold sparkle now using this Aqua Shimmer pen from Nuvo. This is their Midas touch. It doesn't add color, it just adds a lot of gold shimmer. So I wanted to make these big leaves stand out a little bit by coloring in those open areas with some gold shine, and you can see it makes it so much more shiny. So I'm adding this angled piece of cardstock now with some foam adhesive. I've just got my regular foam adhesive. I added some little foam squares from Craft Perfect as well. I found those little foam squares are like the perfect size for little die cuts or any kind of little project you're doing. So I really found that I've really liked those. So I've just added a ton of foam adhesive. I'm going to pop this up a little bit. I think the dimension's going to give it a little extra something, make it pop a little bit more, and I'm lining it up. Sometimes with my card base, I like to kind of stand it up, get them even on the bottom, and just kind of line them up before I push that down. So now I'm adding more sparkle with my my Nuvo sequins, and these are, let me see, I've got the bottle right here. These are Champagne Shine. They're gold and they have different little sparkly colors in them, and of course I love the sparkle, so I'm going to add some of those with my Nuvo Deluxe Glue, which is a great glue for all your crafting needs. I can't recommend it enough. So I am using a lot of these sequins. I'm kind of keeping it along that line there. I want all the busyness going on along that angled line, and I think it just looks great. Now normally I put the sequins on last, is the very last thing I do, but I didn't know what I wanted for a sentiment yet, and I thought I just want to put sequins on here, so I went ahead and did it. But it's usually easier to put sequins on after you have your whole card assembled. So for my sentiment, I decided to go with this Tonic die. It says hello. It's a really tiny die. I love that scripty font. I'm adding a little bit more Nuvo Deluxe Glue on the back of this, and I'm going to adhere it down. And that's pretty much going to be my card. I am going to cut a white card base, fold it in half, and put this whole front panel on there. I think when you're using black cardstock, that's the easiest way for me to kind of make the inside white or a lighter color, so it's easy to write in. If you want to make your whole base black, you can always just cut a little white cardstock to go inside, and then you can use a regular pencil for writing a note. But I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down, snip off the ends, and that is my card for today. So let me know if you like seeing another variation of the same stamp set. I'm going to try that on my YouTube channel and blog. Otherwise, thanks for stopping by and have a great day, everyone. Bye.